Hello fellow book nerds! Welcome to the Entish Reader, and if you are new here, my name is Danielle. Welcome! Today I am going to be doing a video of 25 bookish facts about me, just so you can get to know me a little bit more. I mainly only read fantasy. I do not read contemporary. I will not read contemporary. I'm just closed-minded like that. My bookshelves are mainly full of books that I have not read. I think about a fourth of my shelves I've read, and that's it. I tried following a goal once of reading 10 books off my bookshelf and then I could buy one book, but that was an epic fail. I can read multiple books without getting the plot lines mixed up, which I love, and my mom always asks me, how can you read this many books, like at a time, without getting the plot lines mixed up? And I'm like, I don't know. It's like a filing cabinet in my head. I have like one file for this book and another file for this book. Like, it just makes sense. There's a line and I don't cross that line. I am a very slow reader. I always have been. I think the more that I am reading, the faster I'm becoming at reading. I fell in love when I was 23 years old and I started reading religiously. I read Harry Potter for the first time when I was 25. I know, it's such a shame. I just wasn't interested when I was a kid, but when I read them at 25, they were magical and I loved it. My Hogwarts house is Ravenclaw. I was hoping to get Gryffindor or Ravenclaw, so like I looked out and I'm like happy with my house. My Patronus is a bear, which is freaking awesome. I absolutely love it. My wand is made of a dragon heartstring, which I hear is great for when you're casting spells, but also the dragon heartstring wand can like switch its allegiance. It depends on like the power and the will of the wizard, and they can easily be swayed into either being good or evil, but that depends on the heart of the wizard also. Dragons are my very favorite mythical creature. Ents are also my favorite mythical creature in Lord of the Rings. My favorite dragon is Timur from His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik. I always imagine his voice being like very deep and sophisticated, velvety and lush. It's so beautiful. I usually almost always fall for the villain, not the hero. Does that make me a villain? So like the Darkling from the Grisha trilogy, the fire god Cayenne from Falling Kingdoms, Sebastian from the Mortal Instruments. Except for Percy Jackson, I actually fell for Percy Jackson quite hard, other than the villain. I don't like any of the villains. I'm like, ew, I want you all to disappear and go away. But I loved Percy Jackson. So it's not always, it's almost always I fell for the villain. Ender's Game is the first book that I read that actually got me into reading. The only books I enjoyed reading growing up was the Golden Compass series. I hated reading as a kid because I had dyslexia and I just thought there was something wrong with me, because it would put me in all these special like reading classes but wouldn't tell me like what was going on and like why I was so behind. So I just always thought that there was something wrong with me, so I hated reading. As obsessed as I am with Lord of the Rings, I have never read the books other than The Hobbit. I need to get on that because I want to love the books. I love the movies. I watch them at least once a year or twice a year depending on the mood that I'm in. But I need to read the books. They're just kind of intimidating to me. The first thing I do when I get a new book is I smell it. A couple books that have helped me get out of reading slumps was An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, Truth Witch by Susan Dennard, Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Audia. Hopefully that gives you a little bit more of who I am. I would like to know a little bit more about you guys, so tell me in the comments below some bookish facts about you, and I would love to read them and discuss with you. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked this video. Also hit subscribe if you want to be notified as to when I make new videos. And I will see you next time with a new video. Bye!